What's going on, guys? NoSlack Novak here with another episode of NoSlack Racing and Motorsport Manager. Last race, a little disappointing, right? Laura was 5th there with a few laps to go, and then we had some sort of an engine malfunction, unfortunately, due to pretty poor engine reliability. That's something that we are going to work on. However, if you guys notice here, we are designing another engine on top of an engine that we just got done designing a little while ago. So we're actually going to have two pretty solid engines. I'm pretty excited about that. And then once we get those, we'll probably do one more engine after that. Just giving you guys a heads up. We'll do that one. We'll do one more. And then I think that's going to be it for the engines for the rest of the season. And then we can kind of put our effort more into like the brakes and the gearboxes. However, let's check out a few things real quick. Improving the parts. We're at 60s, 40s for a few things. These are the two new parts, which is why the reliability is so low on those suckers right there. However, they are going to be done 13 days after the race with the reliability up all the way to 20, meaning that they're at least going to get into the 70s. I mean, these for sure are going to get into the 70s. These two over here, I'm thinking will probably get there as well. And then once we do get a little bit closer, I think I'm going to remove these just so that more of the points can get focused on these. Or we'll go ahead and throw in some of these suspensions too, because the reliability there is pretty low. Anyways, I'm going to do a little bit of simulation to get to that point, because it's pretty boring. I don't want to waste your guys' time with that. And then I'll come back with something a little bit more interesting for you. We have a little bit of a dilemma here. The engine did get finished, which is solid. I mean, it's a 424. It's our second best engine right now, just barely. But then it does have a lot of room for improvement, which is clearly something that we are going to work on. But let's actually set that up right now. But it's at 25%, so we definitely will not be able to use it this upcoming race. I'm thinking probably the next race we'll be able to. And I was kind of looking over these car parts. The engines are solid, right? We don't really need to do a fourth engine, but I think we will anyways. Brakes clearly need a little bit of work. Gearbox as well. We could probably go with one more at the very least. If we come over here to the car screen, we'll see that our top speed, I mean, we're 5th, but look, above average. We're pretty solid. I mean, we're about as high as we can get for this racing series. Same thing with the acceleration, the gearbox. They're pretty solid. Again, 5th. Deceleration could probably use a little bit of work. We're right there at the average. I'm thinking one more set of brakes and we should be good there. But then our suspension over here is absolutely horrible. Again, we're 8th, but we're nowhere even near the spec part of the average. You know what I'm saying? So, I think I really wanted to avoid building the suspensions just because our lead designer is so bad at the suspensions. But I think we're going to have to. We absolutely have to. At the very least, 2 suspensions. Probably 3. Which I'm kind of curious as to how long the suspensions actually take. If we go ahead and we go with this one, that is going to take us 8.9 days. So it will be done just before the upcoming race. Again, obviously, we won't be able to use it, but it is going to be done. But, you know, I don't know. I really don't know. What if we did another engine? This would obviously be the last one for this season. We could do top speed plus 25 to max. You know, I'd rather do this one. Just because it already gives us the 20. We're really losing out on plus 5 overall, but it does make it a much better engine much sooner. So we'd go with that one. Then I'm thinking we'd have to go with this one over here. It's going to cost us 2 days. Actually, no, we'd go with this one. The plus 15 to max and the plus 20 to the top speed would make it pretty solid there. And then we don't want to mess with that. We don't want to mess with this because we don't even have any risk level. So we'd go with this one again. And that's pretty much essentially going to give us the exact same engine as the one before it. Now we could do a 4th. Oh yeah, we could do a 4th slot. I did forget about that. If we did this one here, plus 25 top speed, reliability plus 5, that would put us at 449 and 513. That is absolutely freaking awesome. And clearly we can do epic or the legendary because we don't have the level 2 test track. And if we don't have a level 2 test track, we clearly do not have a level 3 test track. So if we went with that one, 449, 513. That would clearly take a lot of time to get bumped up to 513. But that would be a freaking awesome engine. It would cost us $2 million. It'll take 23.9 days to build. Oh man. Decisions. 449 and 513. You know what? We're already so freaking good on that though. Let's just go ahead. Let's do the suspension. I feel like we have to. That's our weakest part. We have to really work on the suspension. Or, you know what? One thing, real quick. Let me check this out. We'll go to car parts. Let's go to improve. No, we're just going to click on car. The deceleration. If we did another set of brakes, that would bump up above the average, the spec part here. So if we did the brakes, how long would that take? We could do... Oh, I'm thinking we could probably do the plus 10 and a little bit of the reliability there. And then we could do reliability, no. Deceleration during qualifying, no. Red zone, reliability, no, that all sucks. All of this sucks. Deceleration plus 15, negative 10, that sucks too, dang it. 337, 346. 337... just call it 340. 340 for the brakes. It would be our best. It'd be pretty much tied for our best brakes. Ah, man. This designer kind of sucks at brakes, which is unfortunate. Real quick, one more thing. So we chose the deceleration here. We chose this here. What is the next level? Deceleration plus 50. Reliability, don't want to mess with that. Risk level -1. Oh boy. So we should probably just do this. Deceleration plus 20. Well, but no, because we won't be able to take that into account on this set of brakes. Because I'm thinking we could do this risk level -1, but that wouldn't make sense for this set of brakes. It would make sense for the next set of brakes. So, you know what? Let's do the suspension. We need the suspension more than anything. We'll go ahead. We'll do the medium speed corners plus 10, reliability plus 10, and see if that works out for us. Let's go ahead and build that. It's going to be 8.9 days. It's going to be done before this race, but we're not going to use it just because the reliability on it's not going to be anywhere near good enough. All right, let's double check this then. So we have the engine that absolutely needs to get worked on. Major, it's in there right here. We also, let's see, we're at 70% there. We're at 67, 76, so we're good there on reliability. I mean, clearly we want to improve it a little bit more, but you know what? I'm content with that at the moment. Engine over here is already at 72%, so that's fine too. Happy with that. 80 and 80 right there. The gearboxes, we are improving the gearbox over here, the best one that we have, so that's getting worked on there. And then this suspension over here, which we're probably going to actually get rid of. But you know what? We still want to improve the reliability of that for this upcoming race. We don't want to we don't want that to mess with our upcoming race. So we're going to leave those three parts in there, just those three. And then real quick too, I want to make sure that we're improving the performance on all of our best parts here. So the engines are getting improved on. Good. We are designing a suspension, so we don't want to work on any of that. Good there. We are working on this gearbox. However, that only has 1 point left to go. I think we're going to take that out. We're going to focus more on this gearbox just because it still has 9 points to go there. And then I think that's it. 424, 436. Yeah, that's what we're going to focus on. 313. You know what? We're going to take that out as well, and we're going to put in this set of brakes here because that still has 9 points left to go. Focus on reliability. 22 days after the race, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to simulate until the race starts, and I'll let you guys know after practice session what all happened. Actually, no. You know what? I take that back because I'm going to go ahead and bump this up. We are going to have the suspension done here soon. So I'm thinking right after that suspension is done, we'll probably work on the second suspension right away. So there it is. Suspension is done. Let's go ahead and check this out. Improve parts. We're going to throw that suspension in there, right? The brand new one there. We're going to keep all these parts. I want all those parts to get worked on. However, we do still want to improve the performance of the suspension, but that's going to have to wait. Let's go ahead and let's design one more suspension, just real quick. I'm thinking medium, we'll do that one. Reliability, no. Medium speed corners during qualifying, no. Build time, medium speed corners plus 25. That's not bad. Medium speed corners plus 15. Reliability minus 10. No, we're going to go with this one here. And that's going to bump it up. Clearly, those are going to be by far the best ones that we do have. And then that's that. Yeah, I think we're good there. That's going to take 12.9 days. Let's go ahead and purchase those. 900,000 bucks. Still at 16 million, just shy, $15,000 shy. Let's go ahead and go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are starting off the race. Did pretty well. Laura finished third in practice qualifying, or not qualifying, but practice time for her laps. Jamie finished 13th. Not all that great. However, we are starting off the race. We're looking pretty good. Jamie's in 8th, Laura's in 12th. Obviously, we're bunched up here at the very beginning of the race. I've got them set to push on the driving style, just to kind of get their tires warmed up a little bit more. Let's go ahead and go to speed 2, just kind of get things moving along a little bit here. Laura's looking good. Jamie's looking okay. I'm thinking, you know what? Why don't we put them into overtake right now? Try to gain a few more little extra positions. Looks like it actually worked inversely. Dropped down to 9th and 18th. 10th and 20th now. Jesus. Alright. Come on, guys. Need you guys to do a little bit of maneuvering here. What's everybody else doing this early on in the race? Looks like a few people are on overtake. Okay. Laura's in 9th. Jamie's in 18th. Laura's in 7th now. Beautiful. Come on, Laura. Move up. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I think we're going to keep her there for now. Let's go ahead and go into medium. And then over here, oh, wow. Hold on. I need to pause. We need to go into neutral for the driving style. Just because look at the tire temperatures on those suckers. It's a hot day. It's 75 degrees. They've got the softs on. Yeah, we definitely need to kind of cool it with those. Oh, man, that's kind of, yeah, I don't know. Might bite us in the butt. I don't know if they're going to be able to cool down. I don't know. We'll see. Laura's in 7th, Jamie's in 19th, 18th, well, 18th, 19th, 20th. Jamie doesn't know where he wants to go. He kind of feels like maybe being in the back of the pack's the cool thing to do. I don't know. Let's focus on Laura just a little bit more. 7th place, 6th, nope, 7th, nope, 6th. All right, good. Laura's doing a little bit of moving and grooving there on her own and then giving it right back. I would love to actually put Laura, let's go ahead and put her on overtake just because she is right there battling with a few other cars. I would love to have her gain a few more spots right here. Most of the pack is on the super softs. We are running soft tires for both of our drivers. Just feel like it's the right thing to do. Let's go ahead and go back to medium here for Laura. 6th place, not bad. Hopefully she'll be able to kind of slowly, move up. Three of the 5 drivers ahead of her are on the super soft, so I don't think she's going to be able to actually catch up to them in terms of speed on the track. But both of them will have to pit here very, very soon. And her being on those soft tires is going to allow her to go probably another 2 laps further than they will. So that's going to be a nice little bonus there for us. And she should be able to move into probably 3rd place with all that being said. If she doesn't get passed up by every freaking car possible here. Drop down all the way to 7th and looks like she might actually go into 8th. Jamie's moved himself up to 13th, which is excellent. I think we need to lower his strategy a little bit more on the driving style just to conserve. Get his tires a little bit cooled down. And you know what? We could, oh boy, looks like we're going to have to pit here. Laura's going to have to pit sooner rather than later. Her tires are at 23%. She is in 5th place, but her tires are already at 21%. That is not really what we want to see from Laura. Let's pause real quick. 5th place driver, she's right here. Pit lane is coming up. Could she do one more? Let's check something out real quick. There are 25 laps remaining. She's done 8. All right. Well, yeah, let's switch. Let's go to softs. We're going to go to softs. Parts are looking fine. Pit strategy, we're going to keep on balanced. Or, oh, let's go to fast. Should gain a spot if we do the fast. I really didn't want her to pit this freaking early. That's ridiculous. Anyways, go, 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 go. She went in 4th. She's coming out 8th. Not horrible. Really not horrible. Her and Jamie are battling for positioning here. And then we're going to have Jamie go ahead and come in pretty soon. We're going to keep Laura on medium and medium just because we want those tires to last quite a bit. Fuel-wise, she needs to conserve just a little bit, so we're not going to mess with Laura too much. We're going to leave her right around where she is. Now, if we focus on Jamie just a little bit more, he could probably do 1, maybe even 2 more laps. And then his fuel situation is looking a little bit better. He also needs to conserve, but not as much as Laura is going to have to. 9th place for Jamie, 6th for Laura. Glad to see Laura moving up. She didn't drop down too much with that pit stop, which is excellent to see. Still 6th and 8th. I would love a 6th place finish for one of our drivers. If you guys notice over there on the left, the standings for the current race, the sponsor's objective is 6th or above, which Laura is currently in 5th, so that is excellent. Yeah, let's go ahead and schedule Jamie's pit stop now. We're going to go ahead, we're going to give him the softs as well. His parts are looking fine. And let's see, if we do not really much of a difference between balanced and fast, let's go ahead and just go with balanced. Just because that's going to save us, it's going to cost us 2 seconds, but it's almost half as risky as doing the fast pit stop. So that's what we're going to go with there. 5th and 7th now for Laura and Jamie. Excellent. Jamie's clearly going to lose some positioning here with the upcoming pit stop. Hopefully it's nothing too drastic. Okay, drop it down. Ooh, quite a bit actually. Laura's in 7th. Jamie's dropping down all the way to 16th, which is much, much worse than what happened with Laura. Let's go ahead and focus just a little bit more on her. She's at 71% on her tires. She's still needs to do a little bit of conserving on the fuel, which just naturally happens when you're running on that medium setting. It kind of fixes itself. I'll just put it that way. 6th place for Laura. I'm thinking we're gonna have to go to conserve here on the driving style. Those tires are warming up way too quickly. Jamie is on conserve. Let's go ahead and bump him up to neutral. See if we can get those tire temperatures back down for Laura. We are running on 3 speed for the race right here. And Laura's sitting in 6th. 4th, maybe not so much 4th, but 5th place, Yusuchev, who is currently 3 seconds ahead of Laura. He is going to have to pit here in the next probably lap or 2. Laura is now 6th. Jamie should do a little bit of catching up. He was in 16th. He's now in 14th/15th, kind of battling it out there. Few people did pit. Laura's in 6th, looking good, looking good. She's a good 11 seconds ahead of 7th place Chu. And Yusuchev did pit, so Laura did manage to jump up into 5th, which is excellent. Laura is not going to have to pit here anytime soon. She should be able to do another probably 4 laps on those tires she's got going there. Maybe 3. Greaves is also looking fine. Jamie, he's got the plus on the fuel there. At the very lower right portion of the screen, you can see his fuel right here, plus 13, which is excellent. Also, tires are looking fine. Tire temperature is good for both of our drivers. Let's go ahead and put Laura back on neutral. Hopefully that doesn't raise her up into that little red hot zone. 5th and 11th now for Laura and Jamie. A 5th place finish for Laura would be excellent. I'd be happy with that, even though I would love for her to get even higher. Dembele, who's just ahead of her by 4 seconds. I'd love to be able to catch up to him or her. Not quite sure which applies there. Zarate, who is in 6th, is now a full 22 seconds behind Laura. So Laura's good. Laura can kind of coast here for a little bit. I'm thinking maybe we'll do conserve and low for now, just because she's not really battling anybody. I mean, she is only 4 seconds behind Dembele. But, I mean, Dembele's going to have to pit here pretty soon. And Laura is actually as well. So what I think I'm going to do, you know what, let's go ahead and actually, let's kind of push on these tires, and we'll go to medium on the driving style. And then once Dembele pits, which she's actually doing right now, let's go ahead and have Laura scheduled for a pit. Now we're gonna have to kind of figure this out. There are 12 laps remaining. There are 12 laps remaining. The soft tires. Let's double check the weather too. Track, grip, good. 12 laps remaining. I don't think we're gonna be able to do it on the softs, the super softs at least. Durability is absolutely horrible on those suckers. Even though I would love to be able to, jump to the super softs for the last, 9-10 laps. There's 12 laps remaining. Ah, boy. Can we get away with one more? Can we get away with one more lap for Laura? You know what? If we go to conserve on the tires, I think we will be able to. We'll go to conserve on the tires. We will go to conserve on the engine mode. And let's take that chance. Laura's in 4th right now. We're going to let her do one more lap, and then we'll have her pit. We need to lower the tire temperature over here for Jamie. So Laura is at 16% on her tires. She's going to pass pit lane, and then we're going to go ahead. We're going to schedule her pit stop. Let's go ahead and we're going to take that chance. We're going to go on the super soft tires, and then we are going to check her park conditions, which is absolutely fine. Pit strategy, if we go fast, we'll be close enough to attack to Dembele. If we don't, we'll exit well behind Dembele. So let's take that chance. We'll go to fast. We want to be able to battle, and hopefully that doesn't bite us in the butt. Hopefully that works out for us. Dembele did just pit. 1st and 2nd place are also going to have to pit pretty soon, I'm assuming. Let's go ahead and change this. We'll go to normal, medium. Alright, so Laura's in the pits. She's now in 5th. Oh, wow, that was a quick exit. Wow, that was very fast. Excellent. Love to see that. I'm thinking we're going to leave it the way it is. Medium. But we're going to have to monitor those tires very closely. Now, Jamie's in 8th. He's doing excellent. Much better than I expected him to finish, considering he was 20th there for the first probably 2 laps. So he's in 8th. His tires are going to need a change pretty soon. I'm thinking we'll probably give him one more lap. And then we'll switch him over to the super softs as well. Which we could probably get away with doing that now. Let's see, if we pit. Yeah, let's go ahead and schedule a pit now. If we pit, we have 7 laps remaining. We'll give him the super soft tires. Park conditions, iffy there on the front wing. But nothing that we're going to change. We're going to go ahead and, yeah, we're going to do the fast pit stop there. Hopefully they don't mess that up. And then for the most part, I think we're going to be set for the remainder of the race. Let's go ahead and lower the driving style to conserve, just to kind of save those tires a little bit for Laura. They're already at 76%. She's only been driving on them for about 2 laps, which that's very concerning. Hopefully she makes it the rest of the race with those tires. Jamie's going to go ahead and pit here. He is in 10th, 11th, and he's going to exit 12th, which is not horrible, but really not all that great. And then I'm concerned too because the top 6 drivers, 5 of the top 6, not counting us, are all on the regular soft tires. We're the only ones on the super soft, so hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us in the butt. Alright, let's go ahead and check out Laura a little bit more. She's in 5th place. Her tires are at 63% with another 5 laps to go. Well, 4 for the leader, 5 for Laura, which is going to change to 4 here right now. She does have a little bit of excess fuel as well, which I'm thinking let's go ahead and bump her up to high. Start chewing on that fuel a little bit. We could probably do the same thing over here for Jamie. Let's go ahead. We're going to raise his driving style and his engine mode. And I think we're going to be okay. Laura, 5th. Well ahead of Yusuchev. So I don't think she's really in any kind of threat to finish lower than 5th. Knock on wood. Jamie, battling over there for 9th place. He can improve just a little bit more. So yeah, Laura's pretty solid. She's 6 seconds behind 4th, and she's a good 24 seconds ahead of 6th. So not really too much drama going on here with Laura. We can always revisit that here a little bit later. Let's go ahead and check out Jamie, who's doing a little bit of battling. Let's go ahead and bump him up to overtake, just because he is right behind the 9th place driver. Does have a little bit of excess fuel as well. Top 10 finish for Jamie would be pretty solid. Laura still doing pretty well. 4 seconds behind Dembele now, so she's doing a little bit of catching up. Bump her up to overtake. Hopefully that doesn't bite us in the butt. Put her on push. I think we're going to stick with the strategy we've got going on here, except we're going to lower him to medium for Jamie. And then Laura finished. So Laura finished in 5th. Probably could have done a little bit more pushing there to try to get her to 4th, but she only finished with plus 27 laps. 0.27 laps worth of fuel, so nothing, nothing too crazy there. Overall, we did pretty well. Laura finished in 5th, Jamie finished in 10th, and that is with well, essentially our best parts now. But we are still developing even better and better parts, and we do have a lot of ways to go on improving the actual performance. Don't forget, even though we're using pretty solid parts, they are nowhere near their top level of performance quality. I mean, we still have to focus on that. Let's go ahead and continue on. Looks like Sabato here had a drive-through penalty. Didn't really affect anything. Laura still finished in 5th, got us that $700,000 sponsorship bonus money. Jamie finished in 10th. Let's see where we are with the driver standings. Laura bumps up to 6th place, which she was in 7th. She now bumps up to 6th with 51 points, only 1 point behind Gerard. And Jamie maintains 13th, 36 points. All right. What about NoSlack Racing? NoSlack Racing remains in 5th place. We're still 12 points behind Kruger, and we're now 3 points ahead of Archer. So we're kind of staying there. So we are, in fact, going to have 11 races this season. As you can see here, this was race 4 of 11. So there's going to be 7 more races to go in this 4th season of NoSlack Racing. And let's check out our post-race team report. Now, I know that the morale for Laura dropped pretty significantly after her poor finish last week. She is right back up to 100%, which is excellent, and her relationship with her mechanic is right back up there as well. Same thing with Jamie. Morale boost here, and his relationship with his mechanic also improved, and both of these drivers are still improving on their overall talent level, which Laura, as we can see here, is going to get up to 4 stars, hopefully. And yeah, we were expected to finish 4th. We did finish 4th. Happiness went up 6%. This might be the time to ask for that extra money. We did lose 1.2 million, however, which is a little concerning considering the fact that last race we lost just over 1 million, and we actually did get more up front from that bonus from finishing in 6th, so that's a little concerning. We must have lost a really good sponsorship opportunity when we chose that new one, which is kind of unfortunate, but you know what, nothing we can do about that. We're just going to have to live with it. Adapt and overcome, right? Let's go ahead and continue on. We'll do this interview with Victor Keller. And Octane's Racing Della Vallina had a bit of a disaster in that race, finishing down in 19th. What's your analysis? Well, you know what, we're not going to bad talk him, because that might be somebody that we want to recruit next season to race for NoSlack Racing. So you know what? We could say he's an awful driver, which would pretty much make it a guaranteed fact that he would not want to work with us. Looking at Octane Racing from the outside, their team looks weak. That means their marketability would go down. I'm pretty sure that's what would happen if we chose that option. Or we could just go with the politically correct, the polite answer and say they just got unlucky. He's an excellent driver, and his form will pick up soon. Let's go ahead and go that route. New personality trait added, and I'm pretty sure, yep, open to discussing terms. Which, you know what, the 3-star driver might not be bad, right? Let's go ahead and continue on real quick. We're going to see these car repairs coming in. And 8 days until the suspension is done. Let's go ahead real quick. We're going to simulate those 8 days. And I want to see exactly what kind of a suspension we get. And then also I want to start working on a new part. Now, what's this TV piece going on here? Hi, NoSlack. One of our directors here at WSN would absolutely love to film a TV piece in your factory. I understand that this would be an imposition, but we'll make a compensatory payment naturally. If we say it's too annoying, both of our mechanics' relationship will go up +5, but it will give us $100,000, but it will lower it by 20. Wow. $100,000 isn't enough. If it was $1 million, I would jump on it. But for only $100,000, there's no way. I'm going to say too annoying. Sorry, no thanks. Both of our mechanics' relationships should go up +5, which should be good. Let's go ahead and, again, simulate until the suspension is done. Which, of course, we have to sit through this WMC, the World Motorsport Championship standings update and all that stuff. Don't care. We're not in that league. Let's see what we've got for a suspension over here. Improve parts. All right, so we're at 81% on this gearbox. We're going to kick that sucker out. We're at 77 for this suspension. We're going to kick that sucker out. Let's go ahead. We are working on the best engine over here, which is excellent. That's what we want to focus on. We're also working on the suspension over here, which is currently the second best one. We're going to throw in this suspension, the brand new one, 283. It's already at 55%, which is pretty solid. But we are going to improve on that as well. And we can improve on one other part. What should we improve on? Maybe the gearbox? This gearbox is already at 81%. Maybe we'll improve on that one. The engine is already improving as well. We could probably improve on this engine here. We need to improve these brakes. 70%, not going to cut it. Let's go ahead. We'll work on that. And maybe we should focus a little bit more. You know what I'm thinking? Maybe we'll take these brakes out and allow a little more points to get added over here to these things. Let's go ahead and do that. 70% is fine. That's going to be done 33 days after the race. If we bump it all the way up, it'll be done 8 days, which, you know what? I kind of want to start focusing a little bit more on the actual performance. If we switch our mechanics, what's going to happen? It's actually going to weaken. It's not going to change the reliability, but it is going to change the performance. Chief mechanic impact. So we are going to stick with Billy as the performance guy, and we're going to stick with Ellen as reliability. Now, with that being said, I think we want to bump this up kind of a little bit more evenly. So that's 33 days after the race, 33 days after the race. We really want to get our engines as good as they're going to get. This one here can improve a little bit more. The engine over here can still improve quite a bit. And then we are working on the brakes, and we're working on this gearbox here, which is almost done. So I think, you know what, maybe we'll even bump it up a little bit more. Just kind of get that. See, it's not really moving as much as I would like. You know what, let's just stick with an even 10-10 distribution there. And then that will help these get improved. That'll probably put these into like a decent little category. Probably these will be in the 70s, and then this will probably be in like a high 60s. So we'll go with that. Let's go ahead and design a new part. What should we design? Should we go with that final engine that we're going to use for the rest of the year? Or should we go with maybe another suspension? Just get that a little bit better. 283 with a 292 possibility. If we can get a suspension up into the 300s, I'm thinking that's probably what we want to do, because we are still pretty weak here with the suspensions. So let's work on that. Let's design a new part. Let's go to suspension. I know this guy sucks at it, but you know what? Nothing we can do about that. Let's go with during qualifying. No, we don't qualify. Build time plus 2 days. Medium speed corners plus 25. So we'll go with that. Then we could do. We don't really care about the reliability. We could do medium speed corners plus 15, but that's only on soft, supers, and ultras, so that's not going to affect the mediums, which I like to use, or the intermediates, which are, you know, pretty much necessary on a lot of races. If we do this one, that's only going to go to plus 10. That's going to put it at 283. 283. It's not going to be really all that great. I'm thinking we probably should just fire this design maybe like another engine and another gearbox, and maybe another set of brakes as well, and then fire him and get somebody that can actually do a pretty good suspension. Now, we do have 2 of 3, so we actually have 3 slot possibilities. All right. I really hate this little thing here where we have to, it's only on those tires. Or only, yeah, I mean, that's ridiculous. Risk of rule break, none. We can kind of risk it and go with the risk level +1. I mean, we could do that. That would make them pretty decent. But then again, we have that rules risk. Ah, man. Decisions. I don't know what to do here. I really don't. I'm leaning more towards just firing the designer and getting a new one. Okay, let's see. We have a great engine. We have just average brakes, average gearbox. I'm thinking let's just go with one of those. We'll improve on the gearbox, we'll improve on the brakes, which the gearbox is more important, I feel like. If we design a new part, if we design a new gearbox, we have 2 slots that we could possibly fill. Let's do acceleration +20. Let's do the acceleration +40. That lowers reliability. It's going to put us at 450 and 459. 450. And the gearbox that we have now is at 411, but it'll be a pretty drastic improvement over one of these. So let's go with that. We're going to do the gearbox. Nope, go back. Gearbox, acceleration +20. We'll do that. 450, 459. That's going to take 12.9 days. It's going to cost us 1.1 million bucks. And then, I mean, we'll be looking pretty good. Again, the suspension is just going to be an absolute weakness for us. But I really want to improve on the gearboxes. And I still want to do one more engine and one more brakes. At least one more brakes. I mean, I told you guys, this season we are going to be improving the car parts like freaking crazy. It's just going to be, I mean, we need to get those parts up there. Kind of slacked a little bit the first 3 seasons with the car parts. Real quick, let's check out sponsorships. We are going to have 2 sponsorship opportunities opening up after this upcoming race, which kind of sucks because we're at 67.3 marketability. I would love to get up to 70, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen, you know, before this upcoming race or after this upcoming race. So we're just going to have to kind of suck that up. Anyways, that is going to be it for this episode, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to check out the links in the video description. We have a link to the new NoSlack Discord server, so if you guys want to come over and chat a little bit, there's almost always somebody in there talking about, you know, everything from the video games that are on the channel to, you know, the hurricanes going on right now in North America. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys on future videos. Until then, I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.